What is up, guys? Welcome back to Wrench Avengers. Today, we're going to be working on these nasty, grimy, old wing windows for Peter, the 86 Chevy C10.
What's your name, kid?
The human
Wrench.
The human
Wrench.
That's it? That's the best you got?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
The sum of $3,000 will be paid to the terrifying, the deadly, the amazing
Wrench Avengers.
My name's the human
Wrench. So today we're going to be replacing the gaskets in the wing windows or vent windows, whatever you want to call them, for the C10. We actually have new window locks for them, new gaskets. The passenger side is in pretty rough shape, but the driver's side's actually decent, but we're going to be replacing both. I'm going to go ahead and get started with the passenger side by just start taking it apart, getting the window out, and then getting the gaskets off. Let's speed this up a little bit.
There, it's starting to pop anyway. There it goes. Okay, so let's. I'm assuming that just slides out.
Yeah, but we need to pay attention to these washers
okay.
here. We should be able to grab it, but we want to, because that one washer, so there's a plastic one and there's a metal one that has a weird shape. We can pay attention to the way that this top one comes out, because it's got a strange
It
shape.
can only sit in there one way.
Yeah,
unless there's an upside down to it.
I don't think so, but we just want to make sure that it's not, that we get it back in there that same way.
Well, remember that one goes on top.
Yeah, we're gonna have there's a plastic one. That one's plastic.
Oh, okay.
And so there'll be another plastic one on this back side. So, and this was the reason for the WD, just so that we could try to slide those out fairly simple, easily. Let's try to open it up a little bit more. There we go. I'm gonna drop them. There we go.
All right, I still don't see the third one you keep talking about.
There isn't a third one.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And so it's got to go in like that. The so think the flat part goes to the front of the vehicle. Go ahead and just set this off to the side for now. And so here's the part where, so like I said, I don't know if for a fact this back piece has to come off, The one thing that I do know is this gasket here, the L-shaped gasket, has to go underneath this backing one.
Okay.
I don't know about up top. I think he goes, like you can see how it's on top of. Yeah. Starting spinning on me. Try to pump it out.
Okay.
Let's see if we can pry that off from there. Well, I guess I can try to punch it out.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn. Didn't move at all.
Okay, now that the passenger side is all taken apart, I'm going to start on the driver's side.
This flat spot goes towards the front of the car, and you have a plastic washer. Goes down.
Okay, let's go ahead and get the rest of this taken apart. I'm gonna try to go really fast through here, so let's just...
Up, you just gotta bend these little tabs on here, and then there's a little bit of glue behind it. You just pry it off.
Now that we've got the window taken apart and all the gaskets off and everything, I'm going to go ahead and get this window lock removed from this window.
To get this out, there's a little roll pin in here, and that's what we need. I've got this teeny tiny punch that'll fit in here, and I just punch it out carefully, or as careful as possible, that is. I don't like hitting it this way, so I'm going to try to turn it around. Get out of there. Yeah, it might be SOL. Hitting it like that. I think I'm just gonna have to. I can do with some of this. This was easier with two people. So bending my punch. There he is. Take our punch out. And should be able to work this guy off there now. There'll be a spring, and your button goes on top of your spring, like so. And then that goes inside of here. That's how your button works. On this side, there's a Torx bolt in there that we need to take out carefully. What I did is I held on to this piece right here, with some pliers, and then used a screwdriver to pull that out so that it wouldn't tweak against the glass too hard. It's a T30 Torx. And there we have it. It is a spring washer. There should be a couple of gaskets, but this one's old, and the reason why I'm replacing it because a lot of the gaskets are gone. I'll show you the rest whenever I actually go to reinstall. You want to be careful not to bend this thing. We tried on the other one, if you might see in the video, to take this off with it still attached to the backing piece. It's impossible, basically, because of this end mostly. I think this end you could probably work in there, which we might have even. But this end, it kind of like slides into there, and it's got a little channel for it. And yeah, there's just no getting that off without removing this piece. It'll make it 10 times easier than you'll thank yourself for doing it. So, did that bend though? Alright, I'm going to attempt this with some soapy water. Don't use WD for this. It'll stay greasy and you might not get it to stay in the channel once you get it in there. I'm going to start at the top because it's kind of a pain. You probably want a little screwdriver. Or a, like a spudger or something.
So I dicked around with this gasket forever, but I did finally get it in. Basically what you have to do, the channel's kind of, the gasket's kind of T-shaped and it sits inside this kind of C-shaped channel. And what you'll do is you basically put one side of the T in there, and then with your screwdriver you just push the top side, push that in with a screwdriver carefully, not to rip the gasket at all. But that's all you really have to do. Once you get the gasket and look at it, you'll see what I mean. But yeah, you just gotta put one side in and then push the other side in with a screwdriver or a spudger or something. Make sure to use plenty of lubricant. I suggest using soapy water, not WD-40 or something like that, like soapy water, so it'll dry up and won't cause you any problems. Because if you use WD, it might be a little too sloppy, and then that gasket can pop back out, whereas the soapy water will dry up and you'll be good to go. So that's how I did it anyway. So now that that's all done, Dad and I started actually putting the windows back together. We had to modify the rivets we had. We had to cut them down so the grip length was shorter so that they'd actually grab. But after doing that, there was no problem and everything went together fairly smoothly.
Push against you. Just in case you didn't know, you always want to push against that and keep it tight.
Yeah.
It's kind of like using a impact. Always push against.
That's the reason why I didn't go ahead and do this already, was because I didn't have anybody to push against.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I'm going to wait until Dad gets out here and he can do this.
How's that look?
Looks just fine.
Alright, well, this fell. We might have to move, twist it or something. There All right.
And that's pretty much all I got. I thought I had footage of putting the windows back in the frame, but I guess I forgot to film those or something. But it's basically just the reverse of pulling it out. Just put it in, put the screws and washers and junk back together the way that it came out, and rivet it on there, and you're good to go. So that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you disliked it, give it a thumbs down. Consider subscribing to the channel. Don't forget to check out my Instagram. And yeah, I got new videos coming out next week. Got some more Civic work. Got some more truck work. It's all coming out. So stay tuned.